The summer of 2001 shimmered on the Croatian coast, a world of salt air, golden light, and fleeting moments. Among the travelers wandering its cobblestone streets was Marcus Irving, an American with a restless heart and a notebook full of unfinished thoughts. One evening, as the sun fell into the sea, he met Caroline Flack, a British woman whose laughter sounded like wind chimes over water. Their meeting was accidental, two strangers sharing a cafe table after the others were full. But by the time the stars appeared, they were no longer strangers. They spoke of everything and nothing: music, dreams, the quiet ache of loneliness. When Marcus left Croatia, he carried with him a photograph of Caroline, her hair caught by the breeze, her eyes lit by sunset, and a promise: let's stay in touch. For years, their love lived in letters. Envelopes crossed oceans, carrying the scent of ink and hope. Emails replaced paper, but the tenderness never faded. When they met again in London, time had only deepened what began by the sea. In 2005, Marcus was diagnosed with scleroderma, a rare autoimmune disease that tightened his skin, hardened his organs, and slowly imprisoned him inside his own body. At first, he tried to hide it. His messages became shorter, his visits fewer, until one day, Caroline found him sitting in silence, unable to button his shirt because his hands had begun to curl. "You don't have to see me like this," he whispered. "Then who else should I see?" she answered softly. The years that followed were cruel. Marcus lost his sight, his strength, and his ability to walk. But he never lost Caroline. In 2008, they married in a small chapel overlooking the sea, the same sea where they first met. Marcus couldn't see her as she walked down the aisle, but he said later that he felt her, the sound of her steps, the warmth of her hand, and that was enough. "I married her because she saw the man I was when I could no longer see myself," he wrote later in his journal. They had no children. Instead, Caroline chose to devote herself entirely to Marcus. She became his world, reading to him, painting scenes with words so vivid he could almost see them again.